And you know how you need that minute after when I drop off to woosah. So that's what I did. Ate some breakfast in the car, and I'm about to go in, see what I can knock out, and then I'm gonna go to maybe go for a walk in the park. But yeah, while I was sitting here thinking, right, just think about things I need to do for the rest of the day, I was feeling like God was like speaking to me and just telling me to get ready, right? Because this past year has it don't look like it don't look like anything that I planned for. Like, it's like the complete opposite of what I intended, right? And what I'm realizing now is God's telling me, like, he's telling me like when to wake up early. He's telling me when to go home and take a nap. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's like we feel guilty for taking that nap. If you're anything like me, you feel guilty for even going home and considering taking, a nap, right? Because you feel like you should be doing something. Because we live in a world where it's like everything is go, 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 go. And God's like, there's a season for everything. When he pulls you out of work, when he pulls you out of school, whatever it is, or the ministry, whatever, and then you find it hard to sit still. Sometimes what he wants you to rest. He wants you to sit still. He wants your mind to have the time to think about ways to change the health of your household and how to find alternative treats for your kids, right? Because we don't want all there's fruit snacks and honey buns, all that stuff, right? He wants you to have time to declutter your house, right? He wants you to have find time to create a routine for yourself, to create a routine for your kids, right? So to create a routine that's for your entire household. Because there's going to come a time where you're not going to have this downtime. You're going to be going. He's going to be sending you out. You're going to be serving. You're going to be working. You're going to be going to school. Whatever it is, but you're going to be on the go, making moves and progressing, right? All the things you've been praying for to help you advance is coming. But in the interim, as you're waiting for these things to happen, right? We need to take advantage of this time because we are never going to get it back. So it's like, do you want to look back a year from now, 2 years from now, and be like, dang, I wish I would have just, went home on that Tuesday and took that 30-minute nap before the pickup line. I wish I would have took time to clean out my closet, that particular closet, and declutter and just send all those clothes to Goodwill or, to Salvation Army, right? I wish I would have took time to sit down and, find these recipes or learn how to bake from scratch, because now I want to cut back on preservatives and, now I have to practice and figure this all this out, and I'm missing me working, missing me doing this, and then I'm trying to go to the gym. But right now you have the time, right? Right now you have the ability, right, to do these things, to get organized, to learn whatever you can cook, whatever it is. Now is the time to do it, because there's gonna come a time you're gonna be going and going and going and going and going, that you're gonna wish you had a moment to sit in your car after drop off and just right? So if you're anything like me, if you find yourself in a season where things seem slow, where it feels like you feel like you're not doing anything, like you're not accomplishing anything, right? Just get ready. Get ready. All those things that you would do or you would desire to do if you were working right now, if you were busy, whatever it was, if you had that husband, because y'all do realize when our husbands come, right, we're gonna be busy. Like, if you have kids already, even if you don't have kids, you take care of yourself. But he's another part of your life now you have to contribute to. He's not gonna show up and just be y'all living together and he's still gonna take care of himself. But no, you have to take care of him too. You know what I mean? Like, you gonna have to implement him into your life. It's another task, another person you have to be super intentional about. If you're praying for a child, whatever, there's a lot of work. Like, once God answered that prayer, there's work that go into. Right now, I'm believing God for going back to school. I'm believing God for the job, not just any job, but the ideal job and ideal pay that I desire and that I need for my household, right? But I gotta prepare, right? Because right now I can wear whatever I want. I'm coming and going, t-shirt and whatever. But when I get that job that I'm praying for, I need to have the attire to go to work, right? I need to have the energy to attend my meetings, right? I need to have the energy to organize. I need to have the energy and the skills to organize my life now, because right now is that time, right? But when I have that job, I'm going to be, taking phone calls, and I have to do paperwork and responding to coworkers, and, what I mean? Like, there's going to be things, to do, but we have to be in position and be ready for it, right? Like you get ready before the answered prayer. Because then when the prayer is answered, now you scatterbrain. Now you're trying to figure out, okay, how do I get this house clean? Because when I get home, I don't like seeing this mess. I don't have time to clean it up anymore. But right now is the time to do what needs to be done. Even if it's things that you can't buy it yet, or you can't, whatever, but you can still research and you know where to get it from for the best price. You know what I mean? Like, now is the time. I think about the widow, when she the one that with the oil, and I forgot the disciple that ministered to her. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll put the scripture in the description because I'm having a brain freeze right now. But when she met with him and he asked her, you know, like to bake him some bread, she's like, I don't have nothing. I have like just enough for me and my son. You know what I mean? And after that, we're just gonna be unalive because I don't have nothing, right? And he just looked at her and said, you know, like, go ahead and, you know, and make my, and she did. She used what she had, right? And she made it for him. And when God started blessing her with the oil, because she was pouring the oil to go make what she had to make, and it wouldn't stop pouring, right? So she had to be ready. So now her son's running it to get different containers to fill it up, because it wouldn't stop pouring until she ran out of containers for the oil, right? Imagine if she had more containers, right? If she was more, but she was just ready to cook that last meal and unalive. But little did she know that last meal wasn't for her. It was for that disciple. And because she was obedient, you see how God blessed her. So sometimes that thing that we're preparing and we think is like, you know, the end, like you preparing for the beginning of your life. Now I'm talking to myself, y'all. Now I'm talking to myself. You preparing like God is about to show up and show out in your life. You know what I mean? So we have these experiences in the Bible. It's always to read it and be like, ooh, good story. No, we can learn from that. Like, I'm speaking to myself, like, even more. What can I have in position? What do I need to know? Sometimes it's like, do you know your Cash App? Do you know your exactly? Somebody might call you right now and be like, what's your situation? So I can say something. And now you're like, get ready. Get ready. You know what I mean? You waiting for that job. Do you have your IDs? You know, like, you know, when you gotta go in for your drug test and whatever, you know, they want the I-9 for. Is all that ready? Is all that ready? You want a baby? Are you taking prenatals? Because guess what? You don't have to be pregnant to take prenatals. You can take your vitamins. Are you consistent with your vitamins already and your water intake? Are you stretching and get your body ready for what you want, right? You want that husband, you want that wife. Are you getting ready for that person, right? When you look in the mirror, do you like what you see? Do you feel confident in yourself? Because if you don't feel confident, how are you going to be confident presenting that to your spouse, right? So if you don't feel confident, what do we need to do to get confident? I'm heading to the gym because I want to feel okay when my man show up. I don't want to be like, oh, now he asked me on a date and I can't go because I feel frumpy in my clothes. I don't feel good. No, I got to figure out all that stuff now. Okay? You got to figure all that stuff out now. All that being said, and not mean to be this long, but hey, look, I hope this blesses you. I hope you receive it. I hope you take it seriously, and because you will not get this time back. There's going to be a time you're going to look back and be like, dang, I wish I would have. You don't have to wish if you just go ahead and do what you can now. All right, y'all, let me go ahead and go in this gym. Be blessed.